All right. I am so excited to be able to share this with you all this week for our Work Your Plan Wednesday. So, we're doing something a little bit different. Instead of doing a live video, I wanted to just go ahead and record a conversation that I knew that I would be having with Shahara Smallwood, who was the winner of the 2017 Start Strong contest, the contest that we host, we're going to make an annual thing that we started for the first time this year in 2017, where we awarded one woman $1,000 to take a next step in whether it was starting a business, whether it was a ministry, or taking a next step in her career, whatever that looked like. She could use that $1,000 to help her start strong on whatever that goal was. And I was able to do that because I have the generosity of so many of my friends who were sponsors, who helped sponsor that. And this year, I'm happy to say that we are able to do that again because of their generosity. So what I wanted to do today for Work Your Plan Wednesday with this video is I wanted to do two things. I want to give you an update on what's happening with Shahara. She has some exciting things happening in her life right now. So we're going to talk about all of that. I want to encourage you, hopefully hearing her share her story will encourage you to go ahead, get registered, and apply for the event scholarship yourself. And also what I'm hoping from this is that you will set a goal, and we'll talk about that in a few minutes, but you will set a goal that will actually culminate on the day of the event, and we will celebrate regardless of where you are. We will celebrate your progress. And so I'm excited about kicking that off today with this video. So let's start by talking to Shahara. So Shahara, welcome.
Yes, thank you, Kendra. Thank you.
So you have had a lot of exciting things happen in your life over the last year.
Yes.
It's like it hasn't even been a full year, right?
Not over yet.
Okay.
Yes.
So let's start by just kind of like filling everybody in on who you are and the kind of work that you do.
Yes. Shahara is my name, Shahara Smallwood, and I am a financial advisor / financial planner. And I opened a business back in 2016, July of 2016. And I used to work at another firm, and I had worked for them working with people in terms of helping them with their financial planning. And about a year ago, a little over a year ago, year and a half ago, I decided that it was time for me to launch out on my own and be able to work with people how I want to work with them, and help them with their financial planning, and just help people in a way that I felt was why I changed careers and everything. So that is a little bit about myself. Yes.
And then, so for you, so you are an established business owner. And how many years have you been in business?
I've been in business. I started with another firm, and I started in 2009. So that's when I was able to, take that brave step and start at 0 clients and work my way to building a business. So,
so that was 8 years ago.
Yes, 8 years ago. It was June 2009. So I always felt that I wanted to be in business, and it finally happened then. I had changed careers. I was an engineer and changed careers in 2004. And it was just a thing of, okay, you're an engineer, so now get some training and figure out how to, get into the financial services industry. So it wasn't until 2009 that between 2004 and 2009 that I was able to launch out and start my own practice. And that was through another firm. But then in 2016 is when I realized I could do it on my own and didn't have to do it under a firm, but I could start my own firm. So it was like an epiphany I didn't even know. And it was just so exciting to be able to take that next step. But all the training and everything that I got before that helped me to get the confidence to branch out on my own. So.
That's good. So that is such a good point to make, is that the work that you did from 2009 to 2016 gave you the confidence that you were ready in 2016 to go out and do it on your own. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. I don't think I would have been able to do it on my own, or just even think about doing it on my
Mm-hmm.
own, unless I had already gone through that. So I just tell people, you know, working for another company and still building, even if you're still building something with them, it's still a lot of good training. You know, it's not,
Yes.
yeah, it's
You
not
don't have to throw the
something
baby out with the bathwater, right?
exactly. Yes,
Yes, yes. It's
exactly.
like you could be learning. It's like you can be getting training and learning, and all those things are going to prepare you and get you ready. And you're not paying for them. Like,
That's right. That's
someone
right.
else is paying for it.
Yes, yes. And in my case, I did pay for a lot of it,
Yeah,
but
yeah, 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 yeah. Exactly. But
but it was a hybrid. It was a
yeah,
hybrid, and now I pay for everything. But there were some things that I did. I will say I had a back office. Like I had all kinds of support that I have to create now.
yeah.
So yeah,
So and let's stay there for a second, because
yes,
here's my thing is about investing in yourself, right?
yeah,
Because I
hmm,
know it's scary sometimes. Like, okay, I'm gonna be vulnerable and transparent as an event organizer.
yes,
It's scary. It's a
yes,
scary step for me to put, like, this is my baby. Like, this event is my baby. I absolutely love doing it. I have
hmm,
so much energy and love for doing this because I have seen how much it impacts people's lives. But we're going into our fourth year, and it is still scary to me every time I put it out there, and I'm waiting for registrations to come in, right?
yes.
Because like this year for 2018, I have my sister flying in, I have my best friend flying in, they're speakers at the event. And
Awesome.
so so for me, in some ways, that's a little bit of pressure, even more pressure of thinking about, okay, I want this to be an event where women show up and that they have a great time and they have a great experience, but I need them to actually register for that to be true, right?
Yes,
And
right.
right, so it's a little scary, and so
Yeah.
I know that anytime, and it also requires me to invest money prior
Hmm.
to people starting to register, right? And
Yes.
so that is one of the things that something you saying that I really wanted to pull that out is because you spent money, you invested in this dream that you had, um, because it was your dream and because you knew that this is what it takes for me to get where I want to go. So even though it's a little scary sometimes to be able to risk putting this money out there,
Yeah.
maybe it even feels like extra money that you don't really even have,
Right.
and
Right.
out there, but it's going to return something greater than what it is that you're putting out there.
It's
So
so true. It's that
yeah.
sacrifice. It's like, that out in the vision out there is going to
Mhm.
return those rewards.
Yes.
You keep looking at that, the ultimate goal. And that's why you make those sacrifices and
Yes.
spend the money, because you know that this is what's going to help me get to where I want to go
Hmm.
ultimately. So,
Yes, yes.
yeah,
You're
yeah,
sowing a seed towards what your ultimate destination is going to be, right?
that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
So tell me this. So 2016, we were advertising for the event.
Hmm.
What propelled you, or what compelled you in your heart to say, you know what, let me go ahead and apply for this contest?
Yes, for me, it was, with me starting my new firm in
Hmm.
July of 2016.
Hmm.
I think it might have been October or
Hmm.
somewhere around that
Yeah,
time
yeah.
frame. I think I saw it on Instagram and Facebook and
God is trying to
yes,
kill
yes.
you.
And I saw it advertised and I looked at it and I said, I mean, I'm starting a business, so I definitely need this. And what could I use it for? And, when you have a business, you can use it for anything.
Right.
But what I intentionally wanted to put it towards was me getting my certification
Hmm.
in financial planning. So it's a certified financial planner. And I knew that this could help towards those costs.
Hmm.
And I decided that it's time for me to just go ahead and get it. I have my own firm now. It's a credential that I can utilize that will help me just open up doors in
Hmm.
my business, because the way that I was getting business in the past, I talked to you about,
Yes.
knocking on doors
Yep.
and, going out there. And fortunately, many people with the CFP, they don't do that. So they're able to get into directories and able to get into it. It opens doors so that it can help people come to you.
Yes.
So I said, well, I think this is the year that it's time for me to go ahead and do that. And I will say, though, that I kind of hesitated on doing it. And my husband, but then, the guy I was dating, at the time, he's like, no, go ahead and do it. And I think honestly, I was one of the ones that got it in, like right up.
That's all right, girl. You still got it in.
Exactly. Got it in. So,
tell me, why did you hesitate? Why did you hesitate?
I think in some ways I was like, well, you started in 2009 with a business, and you may seem like you're established, but so I had to really realize that, but you are in a new business right now.
Right.
These are different, even though you had some momentum going over these last 7 years, it's from 2009 till now. You still are starting something different. You have a different message. I had to really convince myself that you have a very new business, and
right.
And so that was more so why. And so, but I knew that I needed to, get that kind of help to help, get the certification. So
right.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I'm glad you went for it.
Yes, I am too. I was like, whoa, I got it,
Yes. See, girl, come on now.
Put your faith out there. If you don't do it, if you don't put yourself out there, then you'll never get it. The answer will always be no.
That's right. And you know what? It's like, I just feel like there's things in our life that are connected to other things. And it's like, God is going to bless you, whether you win this $1,000 from us or not. But I think that he just uses those little things in our life to connect us to other things. You know what I mean? Like, every woman that had the courage to apply for the scholarship last year, it's like, who knows what God has done in her life over the last year, just because she took that one little step, right?
Yes.
Of putting herself out there to say, you know what, I'm going for it. And that's God, right. you do what you want to do with this. I'm going for it. So I'm so glad you did. So can you kind of tell us how you have progressed over the years? So kind of tell us, so what's changed in your life recently?
I know. So yes. So the moral to the story is I got married, but we can back it up a little bit. Right after the scholarship, right after I won that, which was the beginning of January, middle January.
Middle January.
I think it was the 21st or something of January.
It was. That's right.
Yes. And then the following week, I got engaged. So, yes. So I believe, it was Saturday, the 21st of January, got the scholarship, went to the conference, had an amazing time. And then January 28th, I got engaged. And then it was just a whirlwind from there.
So it was. The story is, if you go for the scholarship, you will get engaged.
That's right. There you go.
All your dreams will come true.
Yes. And it was amazing. It was just like, wow, this is all happening in January.
That is amazing.
And yes.
See, God started your 2017 with a bang.
Yes, he did. He did. It was amazing because and I even had a memorable weekend the weekend before. It was like a fasting and a praying, and it was pretty intense. And then just to have all that happen the following weeks was like, whoa, just like, thank God. Yeah. And so throughout this past year, obviously I've been planning a wedding. So planned a wedding, and on September 8th, I got married.
Yay!
So thank you. So I've always planned to take my exam March 2018, and I will say that just in planning a wedding. And then I got an opportunity to teach personal finance at South Mountain Community College.
Very cool.
So I was an adjunct professor. So that was a whole new adventure because I had to learn the system and create the course.
Right.
So, so that took me away from studying too.
Mm-hmm.
But after the wedding, September 8th, I was able to, get back on track. There's 6 classes that we have to complete, and I'm now on class number 6.
Awesome.
So, yes, and when I started in September, I think I was on number 2.
Wow, that's awesome.
So praise God. Just been able to accelerate and catch back up. But everything has been for a good reason,
Mm-hmm.
all the, it's not a setback. It's just, I had to move things in different places.
That's right.
Prioritize and just, take care of what I need to do now. And then I moved.
Whoa.
So
across the country.
Across the country.
Mm-hmm.
So my husband is in Orlando. So also in the course of doing all that I was doing there, I was packing and getting everything moved out across the country. So,
Wow.
yeah.
Ooh, are y'all tired?
Yes, I'm just like, woo. So if all I got to do is study and work my business, it's like, wow, this is great, So I've just been enjoying that, to be honest with you. Just getting those done and trying to get prepared for the March exam. And it's really encouraging because a friend of mine took it in yesterday, actually, and she passed. So they only offer it in March, July, and November.
Yeah.
So it's just nice to be able to get that. And like I said, that was the biggest catalyst for me applying for the scholarship, was to get this certification, or at least have something to help me get it. And, because it's thousands of dollars.
Yes.
And so, so this definitely put a dent in that. It was great.
Mm-hmm.
And I think just having more African Americans take the exam.
Yes, absolutely.
And there's a push within the CFP community to get more people of color and women to take it. And I think as I started to learn about it, and even as I'm starting to work and pay for live review and all these different things, it can be a barrier to entry.
Yes.
The cost of trying to get the education to get it, and then to take the review course, and then you pay for the actual exam. So
it's expensive.
It is expensive.
Yeah.
And I started to see that there's a push to, get people more exposed to it. And people are starting to work to try to see, how do we, help people pay for that. So, because it definitely opens a lot of doors. And once you get it, you don't have to take it again. You just have to keep up with your continuing education. So.
Oh, that's so great. And, I was like, that blesses me to hear that too, because that money helped you take that next step, which is exactly what we wanted it to do. And the women that were very generous and who offered to support that scholarships, and the people that are offering again, so I can do it again. I'm excited. It's like, because I know that sometimes is a hindrance in people's mind, that money is the issue, the reason why they can't take the next step. And so I just want us as a community to be like, say okay, well, we can help you with that. That if that's the only thing that's holding you back, we can help you with that. So
yes, it's been a great help.
So thank you for giving us that update. And I wanted to get your insight for someone who was established, even though I know that you made this transition into your own business where you were working for someone else. So you basically, just in your career in general, just very established. Can you share just a little bit of your experience from attending the event last year?
Yes. I really enjoyed it. I was at a table full of great women. We had some wonderful activities and icebreakers. And what really stands out to me was the panel discussion with where Aisha Cogburn interviewed those entrepreneurs, and they took it to the next level. I mean, they have scalable business and, people working under them. And honestly, I don't have their names right now. And I'm sure you
Jane
can.
and Stacy and Dr. Nadia.
Yes, yes. And so it was just awesome to see that, they started at a certain place and now they're branched out and really running multi-million-dollar businesses.
That's right.
And it's not just the solo practice or the solo entrepreneur, although that's a great place to be. But, if people want to go out there and be someone who has multiple employees, we had that there. And I just really, really liked hearing their stories, their testimonies, and the diversity of the group of women that were up there, and so that was the thing that stood out to me, was that panel discussion.
Yeah.
And just the fun. I mean, it was just a fun event. Came out of there, you didn't feel like, you missed out on anything. Like it was Saturday, you didn't feel like, oh man,
that's good to know.
Yeah, you really got some good, and then you got good word too. The woman that spoke,
Ginger.
Yes,
phenomenal.
Yes.
She brought the house down.
She did. So you got fed spiritually and naturally, and she really did bring the house down, and it was just phenomenal. So I just love that part of it. It wasn't spooky or anything sometimes. And I think I mentioned, like, I've been to conferences and, and then I'm kind of like, ooh, maybe I got to go pray. I don't know if it's some new age stuff just now,
Right. Like, I don't know what this was. But
Right. Like, I just felt like I was in a safe place. And, and so my praying was, during the time was more so just like, how do I get more out of this? God showed me more rather than cover me and protect me with blood, because I don't want this,
Right. That's also good to know.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, I'm excited.
Yes.
Here we're going to have what we call a purpose panel this year. And we're going to talk to women who are further along and more established, either in business, ministry, career wise, and just kind of like the journey that God has taken them on to take them from where they were to where they are now. And
awesome.
So that's one of the things. And then we have Minister Erica is going to do a breakout workshop session on emotionally healthy women leaders, because this year we read a book called The Emotionally Healthy Woman. And so I was like, you know what, this workshop is so important for women who are leaders, because you want to be emotionally healthy when you're leading other people. And so she's going to do that. Erica is going to come. She's doing a session on money. She's going to talk about 4 different types of money travelers, like on your journey, like where you are, like, are you in the driver's seat? Are you in the passenger seat? Are you in the back seat of your financial?
Oh, nice.
So
I love that analogy.
So I'm excited. And then I'm going to talk about the 6 areas of your, it was strong, STRONG, and the 6 areas that you need to uncover that are at the heart of your story that kind of help you connect the dots of your calling. And so I'm excited. We are going to have a really, really great time. And so I thank you for giving us that update. It was great. I'm happy for you. I'm excited for you. I can't wait to get the call or the email in March saying that you passed your test.
Yes.
So we can all celebrate with you for that and everything like that. And like I said, when I started this video, one of the things I wanted to do after this interview with you is kind of kick off. So for those people that have been a part of this group for a while, we have something called Work Your Plan Wednesday. And that just comes from the idea of you plan your work and then you have to work your plan, right? So a lot of us get caught in the planning stage, which I can raise my hand and say that can definitely be me at times where I get caught in planning, but there comes a point where you have to actually work your plan. So you have to put some action behind what it is that you say that you want to do. And so today, which Wednesday, November the 15th is when this will post, we are launching a 66-day challenge where I want you to decide on a goal, like one goal, just one thing. I read a book this year called One Thing. And in that book, he talks about focusing on one thing for 66 days. And it can help you form new habits if you do that. So I just want you to focus on one goal for the next 66 days that scares you, something that really scares you. Focus on making progress towards that goal, and to be able to accomplish that goal by the time we meet on January 20th, 2018 at the You Are Stronger Than You Think women's event. And the only thing that I ask that you do is that if you commit to this challenge, that you would just come into this group every Wednesday and kind of post your progress. Like, you know, what's one thing that you did to get you one step closer to that goal. Very simple, nothing complicated. And, or if you're on Instagram, you can go on Instagram, post a picture of one thing that you did to get one step closer to that goal. Use the hashtag work your plan, tag us at Strong Her Me. It's all one word, Strong Her Me. And then we'll do shout outs on Wednesday. So I will go through the Facebook group, and I will go through Instagram, and we will do shout outs on our Instagram channels for those of you who are making progress towards the goal. So I would love to get a lot of women participating in this. I think it'll be a lot of fun. We're all working on something, one thing that scares us. So what you can do today is start by just think about, pray about, and then come back to this post. Below the post in the comments, I want you to tell us what your one goal is that you're going to work on between now and January 20th. So I'll go ahead and tell you my one goal. So my one goal is to increase the number of women attending the event by, I think me and my husband calculated that it would be about 20%. So that is my goal that I'm going to work on between now and January. So I already have, you know, the fear of actually putting on an event.
Yes.
And now increasing the number of people that attend. So that means I have to go talk to more people. That means I have to reach out to more people. That means I have to be consistent in this group and sharing and, you know, letting people know about what's happening. And so that's going to be my one thing. And so Shahara, I won't put you on the spot, but hopefully you will set a goal too.
Yes.
One thing that you can do over the next 66 days. And I mean, I know you'll be in Florida, so I don't think you'll be here with us for this one, but still we want to know your progress and we want to know how you're doing. So if people want to stay connected with you, how would they do that?
Yes, you can follow me on Instagram. I have a Instagram page at Money and Moves. Also, I have a Facebook page, which is, it's Facebook is just Your Story Financial.
Okay.
So if you look that up, like my page, you can email me, Shahara at yourstoryfinancial.com. And so those are the best ways to reach me.
Yeah. And I'll post that contact information in the comments. So
thank you.
So I really appreciate you being on today. And this is fun. And I know that it's going to bless a lot of women. So again, if you guys want more information or to register today for the event, you go to www.strongerthanyouthinkevent.com to register, to get all the details about the contest and to get all the steps you need to take. There's 4 steps you take to do that. You go to startstrongcontest.com. So that's startstrongcontest.com. All right. Thank you so much, Shahara. And for everyone else, until next time, remember, success is achieved through perseverance. So never, never, never give up. God bless you, and you have a great day.
God bless. Bye.